Hey everyone, this is Matt, the Resale Champ, and I am back with another video for you this week. And this video is going to be a update video. So I haven't really done this yet, but the thought here is, I've done several haul videos, and it's easy to say on the haul video, well, this is what this should sell for, is going to sell for, I want it to sell for. So what I want to do is every so often go back and revisit those haul videos and see what actually sold and what it sold for. I think that's a great idea, and it gives you an idea of how fast things are selling and if they are selling for what we can kind of anticipated them to sell for. What I've got for you today is the Legos. So I did this giant four-part Lego haul video over 4 weeks. And I did actually start selling some of those. So if you've been kind of paying attention, there's been, some restrictions for, sending things in to Amazon. And that is where all of these Lego sets went. So what I normally do is I sell on Amazon FBA, and I wanted to sell all these Lego sets that way through Amazon FBA. And what happened is as soon as I finished doing these haul videos, I took them to my helper to have them, packaged, shipped, and sent in. And that day, literally, Amazon put the restrictions on, to no more, only essential items were allowed to be sent in. So I had to bring all those 130 something Lego sets back to my house, and they sat for about a month. And then finally they started easing restrictions. They never came out and said, oh, everything's fine. But what happened is you just started checking items, and you could tell certain things were being lifted. And it just so happened, finally, all of those Lego sets were able this week to be sent in. This video is dropping tomorrow, April 27th. So if you haven't realized, but at this point, if you've been subscribed to me, which I hope you are, if you're not, please click subscribe. But all my videos drop the exact same day on Mondays, 2 p.m. Central Time. So I have that scheduled. I shoot these videos ahead of time, and then every Monday a video comes out at 2 o'clock. So this will come out Monday, April 27th. And so this past week, the Legos have started to hit the warehouses and have started to sell, which is awesome because a lot of these Lego sets are high ranks. So high ranks in toys, which I expected them to sell pretty slowly. Now, a lot of them are going to sell slowly, but I did not expect to see, the sales I'm already seeing. So first thing I want to do is kind of refresh you, bring back up the inventory lab where I set up what I expected them to sell for. So the nice thing about inventory lab, when you create a shipment, it will tell you what your expected profit is. You put in what your buy price is, and then it spits out what you would expect to make. So let me go ahead and bring that up, and I'm actually going to make it full screen because I heard a complaint from a friend that said, it's hard to see on your screen. So let me go ahead and make it full screen. So this is the Lego shipment that I created back in, about a month ago, really. And if you look at the bottom down here, you'll see it says total buy cost about $3,000, so $3,085. Total sales value was $13,000. Total net profit, I can't read because there it goes. Okay, total net profit $79.70, so almost $8,000 in expected or hoped for net profit. Average sales rank, remember right here, I told you sales rank was high, 207,623. That's the average. I sent in 123 unique SKUs with 133 total. So out of those 133, most of those were unique, with a couple duplicates and then a couple other random toys that that the guy had for sale as well. So hoping for an $8,000 profit. Remember, I know I've got in here $3,085. So I spent about $3,000. I had to pull that cash out. That was cash. I do a lot of my buying typically on credit cards, online. So this was, again, refresh your memory, this was a Facebook Marketplace sale that the guy had some Legos listed. I went, he had a huge assortment of discontinued Lego sets, new in box, okay? So, but these were a lot of these were his presents he'd gotten as a kid, never played with, but when he took the wrapping paper off, some of the cardboard had torn. So some of those you'll see on here, you'll see some of these I had to list as, sorry, I'm trying to run two different mouses here. Some of these I had to list as collectible, like new, and then some of them were new, obviously, if I didn't have damage on them. So just as a refresher, yes, you can sell used items. If they're toys, used items on Amazon. If they're toys, they have to be collectible. So, if you want to list it as used in the toy category, it must be listed as collectible. And we can get into what qualifies as collectible, on another episode or another show, because there's some debate on that. Well, it's not really debate. Amazon specifies exactly what they consider collectible. A lot of people just put in anything that's used under collectible, and they really shouldn't, but Legos are definitely collectible. So no worries there. And so again, we're expecting or hoping for an $8,000 profit on $3,000 investment. Not too bad. And I was hoping by the end of this year, by the end of Christmas, that these things would, have all sold, or for the most part sold. I'd gotten my money back at least. And they just hit the warehouses this week, or some of them. And what happens is a shipment, they don't all go in one box. They go to different warehouses and in multiple boxes, and then they hit those warehouses and then get distributed. So I think most of them are live, but I don't think they all are. And again, these could have been in, if they had not been restricted, they could have been in a month ago. I would have been seeing sales a month ago. But let's go ahead and get to the sales. So let me look at, now I had the Amazon, let me put myself full screen because I should have looked at this a little more closely, but I had the orders pulled up. And yeah, I wanted to make sure there was not information from the customers on here, but there is not. So there are, what you'll see on here, dates, times even, and the set that sold and what it sold for. So let's go ahead and start getting that pulled up here a little bit. All right, so here we are, and I'll make this bigger here in a second, but what I have so far is 12 orders. Now I put the last 14, it's not really, make it 7. So in the last week, which is really, in fact, I bet if I even went back 3 days, okay, so really it's about 3 to 5 days, I've sold 12 of these discontinued Lego sets. Let's go ahead and make it a little bigger. You don't need to see me anymore. So we'll make it full screen and we'll go through these and in order. So they're shipped right, they are in the order sorted right now of the newest sell to the oldest. So you can see 3 hours ago. So today I sold this Lego Creator, the Seaside House, for $85. You'll see 21 hours ago, so it would have been yesterday, Harry Potter Forbidden Forest for $64. You'll see 2 days ago, so I sold like 4 sets on this day. On 4/24, I sold, so on Friday, I sold a Lego Snow Hideout for $86.99. The Lego Dynamic Duo Funhouse Escape for $96.39. I sold the Creator Expert Winter Holiday Train, $129.99. This is a holiday set. I would have thought this would have sold closer to Christmas, but nope. April, the holiday winter train sold, which is kind of crazy, but you never know. So that's why you don't just hold on to things and well, I'll wait till Christmas. Nope, don't do that. $129.99. Wolverine Chopper Showdown, $146.99. That's all sold on Friday. Then on Thursday, Lego Superheroes Batmobile, $94.95. And look at this big sale. On the 23rd, the Scooby-Doo Mystery Mansion building set, $242.89. So that's one of my big ones. Now here's a small one, sold for $27.99. The Riddler Racer on the 23rd, and then 3 sold on the 22nd. Here's another big one, the Lego Kingdom Joust, $239.95. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, $108.88. And then the Lego Hulk Helicarrier, $103.42. Now, you'll see a lot of these are pending. I got 2 complete. So Amazon, this is going back to Amazon taking their sweet time and shipping things right now. So, but you can see right there, now I have not added these up, but I think it'd be a good idea to do that since this is an update episode. So let me do that real quick. I probably should have done this ahead of time, but let's do 103.42, 108.88, 239. So I had 2 sales over $200. 99, 242.89, 94.95. As you can see, I mean, I've got several sales over $100, and I need to stop trying to talk and do math at the same time because I cannot multitask, but I also don't want a bunch of dead air. So like I said, I should have done this ahead of time. All right, $975.22. So already almost $1,000 in sales. Now, obviously that's not all profit, but out of the expected 13,000 in sales that Inventory Lab projected, if I sold everything at the price that I listed, I'm already, partway there, 1,000 there out of the 13,000. So 12 orders out of the 130, and all of these sold within from the 22nd through the 26th. So in 4 days, I've sold 12 of these discontinued sets for almost $1,000. Profit off of that typically is around, well, no, I can't really estimate on that. But let's look at, so what did these actually sell for what I wanted? So that would be the other question. So, well, when I send these in there, so I put in Inventory Lab, the amount that I wanted it to sell for, and that when Inventory Lab, it transfers that price over to Amazon. So these hit Amazon at the price that I wanted. Now, once that happens, once they go live on Amazon, I will go in and go into the Amazon auto repricer, and I go in and I start working on I do an auto repricer on them so that they don't just sit there because somebody undercuts me. That being said, since these are discontinued, there's a lot of these, the repricer is basically set on FBA low price. So I'm going to match, I'm not going below. So I'm just matching whatever the low FBA price was. If there was no other FBA price, my price is the price. So it's possible some of these went for a little less, but I have not had a chance to look. But let's pull up the 242.89 Lego, the Scooby-Doo Mystery Mansion. Let's take a look at it, and let's see what the lowest price on that right now is. $291.58. So here was an FBA at $329. So no wonder mine sold for $250. Here's one that's $298.99. So that's the lowest FBA right now. So I probably underpriced that. I probably should have sold that higher at $298.99. Now again, keep in mind, I looked at these or listed these a month ago, and it's taken that long. So, these are snapshots of real time on what's on Amazon. So Amazon changes, daily, hourly, by the minute on what the pricing and stuff is. So I'm happy with that. I'm not going to worry about, well, that I could have probably sold that closer to 300. That's why it sold so quick, but that's okay. And let's see, do we want to look at, well, let's go back to here, to Inventory Lab. Oh, this is where I was. Okay, sorry, I was getting confused. Okay, so now let's look at the other $200 one, which was the Kingdom Joust. So let's take a look at that. So I sold mine for $239.95, and the lowest price right now currently is $259.59. So my guess is what happened, and I'll show you this bigger so you can see it. So right now there's one FBA at $259. Mine sold for $239. So my guess is what happened is the prices jumped within the last month, and they jumped because of the pandemic that's going on. So everybody's been selling out of what they had, and so when mine went live, they jumped. The pricing, they were lower than what was the higher price at the time. So again, I was shooting pretty high on a lot of these anyway. But that's one of the reasons why I do the auto repricer, because it will auto reprice up. So these sold before I could get in and do an auto repricer to adjust the price. So it probably wouldn't be a bad idea for me to go through all my Legos and go in and check and make sure that they are, currently at or above the low price, so as not to, get undersell. So I want to get obviously as much as I can. So that's it. That's a Lego update. I have sold some stuff from the other hauls, and I hadn't paid that much close attention. I did mention, I sold that one TENS device for like $100 right away out of that the church rummage sale. So that paid for my entire rummage sale haul. I can't remember off the top of my head what else sold from there, but I know I sold a couple items. A lot of that went on eBay. But eBay sales have been up quite a bit. Amazon has not dropped at all for me. My Amazon sales are actually higher than they were before all of this started. So I can't complain there, but I'm very happy that these Legos are going live. I'd like to recoup some of that $3,000 that I spent on the Legos, and it looks like I'm going to have no trouble doing that. So wanted to thank you for joining me today, for getting the update. Again, this is just 4 days of sales since these hit 4 days ago. I've got 12 already out of the 130 Lego sets sold. These will continue to sell, and I will try to maybe once a week with all these Legos. If they keep selling, I'll keep doing the update videos. And then I do have another haul video that I can do, so I probably will do a haul video next for some more items that I got on Facebook. And it looks like I started to see some yard sales. So I looked on Facebook Marketplace and saw some yard sales advertised there this weekend. So I was kind of surprised. It caught me off guard. So it might be about that time to start hitting yard sales again. And that would definitely give me more stuff, because I went to my last tote of items that need to be listed. So I am down to about half a tote of what they call, a lot of people call a profit pile, items that have been sitting there waiting to get listed either on eBay or Amazon. Oh, I just remembered. So I had to move, I had a bunch of electronic equipment that I bought as a bulk purchase from a guy, and I'll get into that. I'm going to do a haul video on that I probably won't do that right now, but I did just get them sorted. I've got 32, 33 pieces of electronics equipment that I'm going to most likely put on Amazon as well, FBA. That will be another video coming up. So make sure you subscribe and so that you'll see those as they come. Again, every week, once a week on Mondays, 2 o'clock Central. And also make sure you like my videos, and I will see you on the next haul video coming up next week. Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining me, and I appreciate it. Talk to you later. Bye.